Hello my friends, today I'm going to review the Klipsch Senergy F1 speaker system. Yeah, they came out in 2004 and I was very curious about these small little speakers. And of little, they are floor standers, so they take some room in your living room, but they are
not huge.
Beautiful speakers. I always thought about these speakers. Okay, these are beautiful Klipsch speakers. But there's a two-way system with only a 16.5 inch or a 6 inch, 6.5 centimeter driver, woofer driver. And so you won't expect much from a speaker like this. Just before I tested this speaker, I tested the Klipsch Senergy 109. And I expected much more from that speaker than this speaker. But these speakers actually sounds good. And I went to Hi-Fi Shark to see what the prices are, and I only see prices from the Netherlands. Very strange. Maybe there's a mistake in Hi-Fi Shark. Not sure. There's a problem in the engine. But I can't imagine that this speaker was only sold in the Netherlands, or maybe they were sold outside abroad. By another name, maybe.
Can be.
But okay, I give the cam to Simon. Simon is in my house, still in my house. And I'm gonna show you. Well, sit down. Oh yeah, these speakers. If you see these speakers, then with the grill, Simon told me I prefer them with the grills on, yeah? But they have some beautiful legs. Can you zoom in on the legs?
Let's see.
Because they are pretty slim and the legs are outwarded, so it has more stability. They start at 40 Hertz, and that's pretty low, but I didn't believe by first, but after testing them, that will be my next video against these much more expensive BMW Matrix 802 Series 3. Of course there's a big difference, but the difference is not 1,500 euro, my friends. Actually, I think for 100 euro, these are very good speakers. And when they were new, the price was between 100 euro and 150 euro piece. Very cheap. And the second-hand price now is 150 euro, between 100 and 150 euro for the pair in the Netherlands. Yeah. And to be honest, I did not expect much from these speakers, you know. They were sold also in a 5.1 set, so home theater set, with a center speaker, with some other smaller bookshelf speakers and a sub, yeah. But I'm testing them now as standalone speakers, stereo speakers. And I have to say, if you are low budget, if your budget is low, and you won't have more money to spend, you don't want to spend more money, I think these speakers are pretty good, because they not only sounds good, but depending on your taste, of course, I think they are good looking speakers, nice looking speakers for your home living, for your home. I mean, there are better speakers for 100, 150 euro, yeah, but they are not looking as nice as these speakers, yeah? I will not place these speakers in my top 3 list speakers on the 150 I tested, no. But they easy will come in the top 10, you understand? So they are not bad sounding speakers, they are you will see that when I do the test, the VS test against those now costing 1,500 BMWs next to them, you will see that the difference is not that huge, yeah. And I can imagine that there are not many persons who wants to invest 1,500 euro for speakers. Yeah. But as I told you many times before, speakers are in fact the most important thing from a stereo set. Yeah. In the end, when you are satisfied with your amplifier section and everything around, then there's left the speakers. And for a budget set, I can recommend these speakers because they are just fantastic looking. They're good sounding for that price, yeah, good sounding. I heard worse speakers, and they are maybe not the best you can buy for under 150 euro. Yeah, I think I have to do a test to show you how they sound. And I today use my how's the lightning? Yes, it's good. I use my Sansui AU911DG. Over there you see the on the floor you see the Wilsonton R8 tube amplifier. At the moment the Wilsonton R8 tube amplifier is my best sounding amplifier I have in my living room. Yeah. But we placed this one here because we tested those BMWs with the Wilsonton R8, and we came to the conclusion that the Wilsonton or the BMWs 802 they are people say, everybody say on the internet, yes, these speakers needs at minimum 100 watt to drive them. So I thought, okay, let's try it out with that tube amp with only 2 times 25 watt in UM motor, yeah, in the KT88, because this is a very special tube amplifier. Can you zoom in on more on that amplifier? That Wilsonton R8. It is for sale at hi-fi hi-fi-china.com, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, and it can play these KT88 tubes. Then it delivers 2 times 25 watt, and it can play with the EL34 tubes. Then it have a power of 2 times 35 watt. Yeah, but we tested because I more like the sound of the KT88, so we tested it with the KT88, those BMWs, and the sound was fantastic. And the amplifier was big enough to drive those. So I'm not sure where people, find this or have this story that these BMWs you cannot drive them with a small amplifier. Well, you can drive them perfect, my friends, with this Wilsonton R8 only 2 times 25 watt tube amplifier. But why I do not test these speakers today with the Wilsonton, well, I have here the Sansui, and there is a new Wilsonton, eh? I heard there's a new Wilsonton with 2 VU meters, even more power, 2 times 45 watt. But yeah, the thing has a weight from 42 kilo, my friends. This Wilsonton have a weight from 30 kilo. I'm not sure if you want a device with 42 kilos in your house. Anyway, that new Wilsonton with 2 VU meters is even better. I heard. I cannot imagine, because the quality of this Wilsonton is incredible with the standard tubes. I saw videos on the internet. People invest in more expensive tubes, and they say all of them say, yeah, the sound is much better with. But for me, this sound what it produces with the standard tubes is already great. Yeah. More about Wilsonton in other videos for me, because it is a miracle amplifier, I can tell you. But today I do it with this amplifier, one of the best ever made. Yeah, the Sansui AU911DG. This one have a power 2 times 100 watt. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah. And why it is on my table? Because I need this amplifier later to switch between speaker A and speaker B for the test between the BMW, and the Wilson only have one speaker connection, so I cannot do a VS test. That's the reason why it is on the floor. Yeah, but later on I will connect it again for other speaker tests. But at the moment I have this. It is a very good amplifier, don't be wrong, don't get me wrong, but the Wilson sounds a little bit better, yeah? And if you don't know the brand Sansui, my friends, check my videos. I still discover that many people do not know what is Sansui or Accuphase. Those two are my, everybody knows what Marantz, yeah? And, every vintage lover know that Marantz is #1 in vintage. But if you, because I do not see this as vintage. This is second-hand, high-end. This, like Accuphase E206 or 207. These are second-hand, high-end. For me, it is not vintage. Vintage is built before 1980, 1981. Built before 1981.
Yeah, I do not totally agree with that.
Yeah, but my opinion.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
What's your opinion?
Well, actually, these things are from 1988. That's already more than 30 years old. For me, that's also vintage. Before the 90s, in my eyes, time goes on, things get older, so eventually they become vintage as well.
They look too modern for me to say they are vintage.
They do not have wood cases or aluminium and special silver-faced stuff. Yeah, it's still more than 30 years old.
They do not, in my view, they do not they are not representative enough to share them under the vintage stuff.
What you say is they are not from the golden age of audio.
Yeah.
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 But they are still vintage.
Not in my view.
No.
It is, in my view, this is just second-hand, high-end. Yeah, so, but nothing wrong with that. The sound of this Sansui is terrific. Yeah. At the moment now I have John de Recht is my repair guy. He is now revising the AU919.
I don't know what it's
Recapping, completely recapping the Sansui AU919. That one is the best Sansui ever built. I heard. Not know, for sure, because I will know after the recapping, you know. But okay, this one will do. But the Wilson sounds better, yeah. But it doesn't have the two-speaker connection. So later we do the VS, you know. So that's why I need this amplifier. And it is my test amplifier. Soon I will sell this amplifier, because my future test device will be the Pioneer SX1250. Simon will recap that for me in the coming months. And that receiver have 3 speaker connections, so I can test, let you hear the difference between speakers at the same time with one, you know, in one video. Now I do not have receivers or amplifiers with 3 speaker connections. Yeah, the Luxman L1500.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's dirty, cracky.
Those things are. This one sounds better.
This thing sounds better, yeah. Okay. How does it sound? Well, this is how it sounds, my friends. Well, my friend, that latest song was Dreamed Up Reggae, produced, made by my nephew. My nephew who lives in Groningen. He's a reggae artist, reggae singer. Have his own channel, YouTube channel, but he's only doing new ROMs, for example, old phones. The Samsung S3 he makes Android possible. You can run, for example, Android 12 on that phone. That's what he's making videos on YouTube, only in that genre. But this song, when he was still into music, much into music, he produced a bunch of dub reggae songs on his old Atari. Believe it or not, the sound quality is excellent. Yeah?
It's very good.
And he produced those reggae songs because he's a reggae singer. He produced them many years ago, I think 20 years ago. Beautiful, beautiful songs, beautiful, beautiful. For example, I will give you an example, just an example. A few years ago, I told him, can you make a dub song from James Bond, so the James Bond theme. And really, believe me or not, within 1 hour the song was finished, and this is how it sounds.
later wel op.
Okay, that was my nephew, and I have to use more his music on my YouTube channel because it's copyright free, my friends, copyright free music. And if you want to visit his channel, channel 48 is his YouTube channel, but it is a lot of phones, upgrading your phones to a higher Android model. That is his channel all about. And but I hope in the future he will, this was a hobby making. He told me it is very simple, but yeah, simple for him because he is a singer, musician, and for those musicians it is simple to make a song like this on a computer, Atari computer. He used an old Atari computer for this, and it is very simple. But for us, me and Simon, I think for us it is abacadabra. It's very difficult, but everybody can make new, nice things on their computer, nice music, and this is one of the examples what the computer can do for you if you have some musical knowledge, But my nephew is very strong at reggae, You just heard. Just your opinion, please, about what you like from these two songs. You just heard from him, and really that James Bond song was finished in 1 hour, and it sounded on these speakers fantastic. Did you miss any bass?
No.
What do you think of the highs?
Great.
Not too sharp, not too soft.
No, they're quite nice.
Yeah, so these speakers actually...
It's a pleasant sounding speakers.
A very pleasant sounding speakers. I use these dub songs because they go deep. Those bass notes goes very deep. But also on that jazz songs you heard those deep bass notes. That's why I use these songs. But you won't miss. I think they are in my top 3 speakers under €125. So good they are. They are very fine sounding speakers for every genre. So they are all round speakers.
Yeah. What hi-fi could better give these speakers a award-winning speakers?
Yeah. So before we tested these speakers, we tested that Klipsch Senergy AE109 from 1996.
Yeah.
And award-winning speakers. Absolutely crap sounding speakers. And I paid €45 for them, but they were heavy speakers, so I thought, okay. But in fact, my friends, these speakers are terrible speakers, and I don't know how these award-winning people give their stamp on that document. You are the award-winning speakers, but it is like these persons sitting in that jury are deaf people, my friends, because those speakers were crap. But these speakers actually are right. I don't see any shortcomings. The mids are nice. The bass for these small 6-inch drivers are fantastic. 7-inch drivers, 6.5, 16.5 centimeters drivers. The highs are not too sharp, not too soft. Just speakers with very good balance, made in America, by Klipsch. Beautiful looking speakers, not only good sound but beautiful looking speakers, especially when the grill is on. Beautiful, my friends. I advise everybody, with a low budget, these speakers, score them if you can. If they're 150, you think it's a little bit much, even 150. It's not expensive for these speakers, yeah? That's how I end this review. Thanks for watching. put the thumbs up if you like it, and for now I say ciao ciao.